Now it's gonna be the fact that it annoys me the most is that now it's gonna be 2 weeks without campionato.
Milan has 8 goals conceded.
That's a lot.
Now, which
That's a lot.
actually takes us to this point. Are you worried? Like, why Pobega? Why, this guy? Why that guy?
Krunic.
Why Messias instead of Salamakers? At some point, we have to rotate.
Now we will see what's gonna happen. Now, yesterday we watched the match together with it was Francesco, this guy here, and Fra. If you wanna help me out to say something, type it. But I don't know, man. I'm still a little bit upside down and a little bit upset, of course, because it is, Napoli. It is the team that usually dominate the match. It's have more opportunities, have more chances, shoot more of the time, keep the possession of the ball. Is that the one that we always thought that they are the best team, at least at football in Italy, the best team that they are actually playing good culture. But last night, this is the things that we learn. We are better.
Thing is, I liked the way we played. Like, I didn't turn off the stream thinking, oh shit, this is bad. Like, I wasn't worried. It's a bad loss. It might cost us at the end of the table, when we're gonna have the head-to-heads. But I didn't turn off the match thinking, oh, we're in trouble. Like, I actually thought, you know what, we're actually in a healthy place, at least football-wise. Like, obviously the result, it is what it is. But
did you eventually did you got a chance to actually watch the match, or were you busy?
The whole match.
You watched it all, So
yeah, the whole match, yeah.
No, and this is my point of view. We show to the entire Italy that we are the best team. I also believe that Napoli, as I mentioned on my video, learned how to be very cynical, cold-blooded. They had 3 shots. They had probably 4 in total, and one was a penalty, and the other one was a super goal of Simeone, super goal. And this is football. It doesn't matter how long you keep the ball among your feet. It doesn't matter how many times you try. It matters only how many times you bring the ball into the opposite team net. And we as I mentioned also on my post this morning on the community on of YouTube and on Instagram as well, it's that this is the worst way to learn football. And I saw the guys that they were really sad about this, but we know that they gave the 200%, so we can be proud of them. It's just hard to take it. That's it. It's
even
hard to take it.
Even the guys that, like guys like Krunic, guys like Salamakers, guys that are not normally celebrated by the fan base. I thought they had a good game. Like, can I really blame Dest? Not really. He didn't have a good game, and after that penalty, he didn't really recover. But can I really blame him? Not really.
No, of course.
Not for the match. Like, can I blame him just as a 19, 20-year-old right back? He's against literally the most informed left winger in the league.
Yeah.
And even Fikayo Tomori, like, you can say he lost concentration on the second goal, but it can happen.
It can happen. I know. It was interesting the fact about. It was interesting that they changed Kier for Kalulu. I didn't get that. I really don't understand the change, because also the Georgian guy is super fast. So why will you play Kier over him? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I honestly don't get that change. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Like, thing is, when you play every 3 days, sometimes it's not whether who's suited. It's more about who is the freshest, who's the, like physically, who's, the closest to the 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'm looking at my computer. Why it's not charging? This is making me feel a little bit worried. Why it's not charging?
Ah, come on, computer.
Come on, computer of old heart rossonero. Come on. So maybe, I also thought that maybe Pioli wanted to give him he thought that the match is gonna be very static. So maybe he thought maybe during the corner kick or during the free kick, Simon Kier can bring a little bit more experience and maybe hopefully scoring with the header. I don't know. But the point is, yesterday, the Georgian guy, he won against Kier because he got a yellow card over him and a yellow card over Calabria. So
I actually thought Calabria had a good game. Other than that one instance, I thought he handled him really well.
Yeah, I agree.
Not really well, but if he didn't have that injury that eventually we found out later on, I'd be comfortable having him in the second half as well. But then when you have the right side of your defense, like the right side of your back four, basically, the right back and the right center back, both of them on a yellow, then I understand the substitution, even if he wasn't injured.
Yeah, exactly. I got you 100%. It just happened like this, and things make me feel a little bit upset, let's say. But what can we do? Again, we show who's the best. So
we've been through Liverpool in the past. This is I wouldn't say this is nothing, but we have far bigger scars in our history.
The thing is that now it's going to be the fact that it annoys me the most is that now it's going to be 2 weeks without Campionato, 2 weeks without 2 weeks thinking about for at least for me that's I
totally understand.
I breathe Milan, and now 2 weeks after losing the head because we are not a top team anymore. Losing we're
not even top 4. Have you noticed?
Yeah, I mean, it's all in 3 points. It's not that bad, but still.
Milan has 8 goals conceded.
That's a lot.
Now, which actually takes us to this point. Are you worried on the lack of clean sheets?
Of course I am. Of course, because I can feel it that Frank Kessie is not there anymore. That's the reality. We change our gameplay, and we allowed teams to score more against us. But in the other hand, we should be able to score more. The thing is, our striker potentially didn't change since last year because still it's the beginning of the season, and still we are grabbing Olivier Giroud like our savior, and he so far is doing incredible. We can't blame him about anything. The only thing is
not just that.
Yeah.
Sorry, please.
I was saying that it's just annoying the fact that we should score much more, because now we have I don't know. It's
I think you're right. We need to see what's going to happen to these new guys, the likes of Yassin Adli, the likes of what's this guy's
Ranks.
Yeah, the guy that sounds like a game. Name.
Mm-hmm.
That guy. He wasn't too bad. So I have some. Hopefully, he'll turn out all right. Is he gonna replace Kessie? I don't know. Maybe not in short term. Hopefully these 2 weeks we're gonna have more and more of these new guys, more integrated to the team, and hopefully start seeing these guys more and more, more minutes, and more. Thing is, we can't afford to not trust the bench. We have to trust the bench. We have to rotate. And often people, like they're like, why Pobega? Why this guy? Why that guy? Why Junior Messias instead of Salamakers? At some point, we have to rotate. We got games coming up. We have Empoli, Chelsea, Juventus, and Chelsea, all in 12, 12 days. And Empoli, Empoli is like the weakest of these 4 games. Even Empoli, I don't really feel too, like, I wouldn't say confident, but I wouldn't feel like, okay, this is 3 points. I feel like it's going to be just like
1-0,
just like Sampdoria.
1-2.
Just like Sampdoria. It's like a hard game, like it's going to take so much energy from us. Versus a Chelsea who had already 2 games off because of the Queen. And
I'm just still a little bit upside down from yesterday, because yesterday that goal, wow, man, was like lightning during the day, literally during a sunny day, a thunder.
It was a kick. It was a kick in the balls for us. Like, just as we equalized, we're like, yeah, we're gonna go with 3 points now. Just go grab the 3 points. But then, that happens, and we're like, okay, I'll be happy with 1 point if we score back. Like how you get humbled down.
Of course, but I think something important to say is that the fact that, okay, we know during the first half was probably the bigger mistake was not score on the first half. Okay, fine, but still, like, we were very well ahead of Napoli. Then on the second half, Serginho Dest did what he had to do, and it is unfortunately what is he doing? Unfortunately, it is a penalty, fair penalty, absolutely fair penalty.
What did you think? What was going on in your head when that was happening? Did you think, this is bullshit at first? Before seeing the VAR.
Before, because I don't have any record in my mind about Serginho Dest, so I was only hoping that he didn't do it. But then watching the VAR, it is clear a penalty.
Yeah. I thought, like, oh, come on, don't dive in, especially if he was holding his knee up high, like the I keep forgetting his name, the left winger. And I'm like, no, the Napoli player. Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
He was holding his leg up high, not where it was hit. I was like, come on, that's I wouldn't say dive, but he's trying to make a meal out of it. And, that's where, that argument happened. Theo Hernandez came in. I feel like he's actually matured in these things. Like, he was usually the first one in these kind of fights. Now he was trying to hold everyone back. I feel like he actually really matured.
Hernandez.
Yeah. So, but then, all the other guys, when they were arguing, like, I thought, okay, yeah, he definitely dived. And
no, but the thing is also that, okay, we went down 1-0, and that the match was on. The match was literally on fire. So we tried, and we eventually scored. Fine. But then I feel like that's probably the frustration as well of Pioli. Like, when you have so much energy, and you play much, much better than a good team like Napoli, it's not fair. It's not fair that they score just like that. It's not fair, man.
It is what it is. It's one of those things that, you lose concentration for, 1 minute, it can punish you.
Now we will see what's going to happen. Let's say with Dest, you see how the reputation of the player can change, the momentum can change so much in a career of a player, right? So we know Dest, it seems to be okay before yesterday, isn't it? It seems, I say, okay, we see. and yesterday he
Oh,
did
but
that, and I feel like he felt it. He felt it. He felt
yeah,
the pressure.
he didn't recover
He didn't
after that.
recover. Absolutely, he didn't gain trust. He didn't gain, and that's bad. That's bad. That's bad because okay, you can do the mistake, but then you need to have the power. You need to have the energy to push forward. It doesn't matter. You're still getting paid millions, man. Just keep playing. Keep playing. Who cares? I believe. I think like they even the team as me and you we were watching the match and we were like, fuck, they just scored. That was bad. And I honestly believe that this is the same feeling that they had the guys in the pitch. Like, fuck, we were so much better. And this guy doesn't score like when it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes to go. And still, even then, Milan push and push and push and push. But we fell a little. We felt it.